Okay, so we got the new Nietzsche piston on there on the hot rod crank. There it is. Circlips in that side. Circlips in that side. My suggestion is put one clip in here on one side and then put the rod, the bearing piston pin and the piston pin bearing, slide it through onto the rod, and then just come over here and slide that on, and you pop that circlip in. And supposedly the AI told me that this piston ring groove here and here where the stops are, they go to the back because that's the intake side. So I'm guessing the arrow is to the right side of the bike if you're sitting on it. So that's what it would look like, and then we're going to put the piston rings on, and we'll get back with you then. Alright, so the 1R on the ring that's stamped with the letters always goes out, which is up, on the first ring on the bottom. And then the second ring has stamped R2 on it, and that one, the R1 goes on the top, the R2 goes on the bottom. Sorry. The arrow is going to point towards your right, and up is going to be pointing to where it says it's spelled up, and it's in the intake side, which this is the intake side right here. That's the head gasket with up on it right there, so you can read it. It says up, so that's how you know it's on right. And then that arrow should be facing to the right, because the ring, where the ring end gaps are, they're on the you put that behind the intake. So if you do that, that's going to put your arrow to the right, and then your piston rings are going to be on here, and right around here somewhere is where they're going to be, where the lock is to stop them from moving. And just take your time and work it on really slow. Get your hands on the right side and the left side of the jug. There's an opening, and you can squeeze there, and you just cock and angle the jug to the front, and you slip it in that way, if you follow what I'm saying. It's not that hard. Just squeeze on each side of here, squeeze in on the rings, and then start the jug crooked a little bit to the front, and make sure your back ring's in the back. Once it's in the back, just slide it on down nice and easy. Wiggle it and twist it. But that's the way, that's the orientation, that's the way it goes. Alright, if you do it right, that's the way it looks like. That's the position if you're sitting on the bike. And then this is where your negative cable goes to a motor mount. But first, we're about to put on these 6 bolts. Oh, and do these base nuts right here. Do these base nuts at like 30 pounds of pressure and a crisscross, and take 3 times to do it. So do like 10 pounds all the way around crisscross, then go back and tighten them up a little bit more to be 20 pounds crisscross like an X, and then go back on your last time on the 3rd time and crank them on down to 30. Alright, so now you know how everything sits and it's oriented. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's oriented right there. We're about to do the negative ground. We're about to do the earth ground, and then we're about to put in the V-Force 3 reed cage kit. I'll get back with you. Okay, I got the head bolts down to 30 pounds. It said 28. I went to 30, and I did it in a crisscross pattern again. I did them like 10, crisscross, and then second time 10 crisscross, which would be 20, and then the third time crisscross, which would be 30. I did it in sets of 10s. That's the way I've just always done things, and that's the way that I'm pretty sure it's expected to be done by OEM material standards. Okay, I'm out of here. We'll be right back when we can figure out what we're doing next. Oh, the ground and the reed cage kit. That's what we're gonna do now. All right, I'll get back with you. Why ain't it starting?
Not sure.
What'd you do?
I had this turned off a little bit, so to keep it from dripping like it is.
No, turn it all the way on. You got it on video going?
Yep.
Go ahead. It's acting like it's running out of gas.
Probably because it's leaking gas excessively.
It should just be idling just fine. Let me see if there's a top. I think the carburetor's got to be adjusted. Can you? All right, we're gonna do a compression test because we want to know what it is. We just rebuilt the top end, and now it was leaking out water when it was running before. Now it's not leaking out water, but it won't start unless I put my hand over the carburetor again. So I don't know what's up with that. It wants to be choked, but she says it's only going to be about 90 psi, which is in the red and bad and no good. So let's see what we got. Hold the throttle wide open and then hit your start button.
Up to
Almost 120, 110. What?
smells like beans.
How you like that? How you like that, huh? How you like that? And the gas valve's almost half off.
Yep.
So this is all we got to do. This is called heat cycle. You get it hot, turn it off. Wait till it cools down, get it hot, turn it off. So we're going to go ahead and clean up. And the compression should build back up even higher. I got that one last tire to put on. And then I got to put all my clutches and stuff on, which we're going to do all that tonight. Psych. She's hot and miserable and she don't want to help.
That's
She
for
don't
damn
like
sure.
this. She don't like this.
You gonna starve or we gonna fix a bike?
All she wants to do is ride this beautiful red bike that she got from me, and hers is all ready. Look at this thing. Look at this. Man, that thing is clean.
Don't say the N-word, it's not black.
I didn't say N-word. I said it's clean. It's clean. Look at that race.
It's very clean.
Look at that racing exhaust. That's like $500-600 exhaust. She got the good bike. I got this bike.
You mean to say is you don't have a running bike yet, so you still use that one anyways.
Yeah, we got to get the studs get here first, though. We need the
So-
studs.
Whose bike is it still? Sounds like to me it's Yoa's.